welcome back to another episode of the Baseball Brew Crew Podcast, episode 183, inching closer and closer every day to 200. Thank you for joining us. We are keeping baseball history alive, one craft beer at a time. Wherever you are watching or listening to us, please give us a like and a follow. And if you love beer with your baseball, please tell a friend. Here is the lineup card for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, now batting, the squared circle Diamond King. Number 24, the Big Hurt, Allan, Jepsen.
Yeah, what's up? Look at that beer.
Oh, another Monday. I'm happy to be here.
Love it. Love it. New job, new beer.
Yeah.
So good. Refreshing. So glad to have you here. Batting second is the field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Kevin Lyon. How are you doing? You always look at me.
I just shake my head. Not only do you put emphasis on senior, I see you wagging your finger. I'm like, come on, we all know how ancient I am. You don't have to make a joke about it. The jokes write themselves, sir. Regardless, another great week. We have the whole crew back here, and we're going to have a good time. Cheers, everybody.
Love it. Batting in the 3-hole is the Goodwill Ambassador and the Sultan of Swig at the Baseball Brew Crew, Cowboy Jack Durango. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks, man. 1 second. Before I introduce the new sponsor, I just need to call my agent just real quick.
Got it.
It's ringing. He should pick up. He should pick up any minute now. I'm calling my agent.
Yes, hello.
Dude, I love the new sponsor this week. Good job. Great job.
Cool.
Keep the winners coming.
Well, of course, but why can call the show?
I just hung up on him. Michael Mondragon. Please show us who our sponsor is this week. That's right, boys and girls. It's Cowboy Jack's Testo Zimpic. Getting old is tough, boys. You gain weight, you lose your edge. The arms aren't popping as they used to be. And there's talk in the bedroom of pulling up the hot new rookie from the minor leagues because you can't close a game the way you used to. That's why I'm endorsing Testo Zimpic. We figured out how to combine GLP-1 weight loss medication with testosterone and growth hormone pulled from genetically engineered Brahma bulls in our research facility deep in the heart of an undisclosed European country. Use the promo code #SatisfiedWife for a 20% discount on your first month's order. These statements have not been reviewed by any government agencies because who freaking cares anymore? And Bruniverse, not only am I the president, I'm a client.
And your agent is a very good agent. Let me just say that right now.
I'm cashing checks. The products are awesome. What else could you ask for, dude?
You're welcome.
Well,
you talk about ancient people. I can help you. I think part of my bloodline might be in this product. I think that's the reason why if you get extra, to survive, if you want to live at 404 years, I think you get a little Taro blood in there. Forget Tiger Blood from Charlie Sheen, aka Ricky Vaughn. Do you know who Ricky Vaughn is? Jack Durango.
Greatest pitcher of all time.
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I don't know where you find these sponsors. I don't know where you found your agent, by the way.
I mean, he's apparently kicking tail, dude. Are you kidding me, dude?
But I enjoy because I'm a connoisseur of packaging. I'm a connoisseur of typography. I love the fact that you've really put over the side effects twice in this. Some of the side effects are actually side effects, and then the second side effects is more side effects.
Listen, I got to cover myself legally. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Look, Mama didn't raise no dummy. Okay, I'm covered legally, so that's
yes.
Yeah, me, on the other hand, the agent. I think I'm sorry, not me. The agent, on the other hand,
Jesus Christ.
He's like some. Hold on. Hello. Yeah. No. Call the lawyer. Call the lawyer. No, I don't care about the side effects. Call the lawyer. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.
Well, yes. Well, Mr. Agent, side effects may inclebe. So just so you know.
Yes. Thank you.
according to this label.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have to make the packaging in other French and Italian. Like, Dude, this is worldwide, brother.
I understand.
Jack, I heard we just have a deal to go to the Czech Republic, so we're gonna have to work on the Czech. We're gonna have to work on the Czech language too.
Jackpot, dude.
Congratulations.
Excuse me, the Czech pot.
All right, here we go. Let's go, everyone. My name is Michael Mondragon, your humble host for the festivities tonight. As usual, we always bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. So what craft beer are you drinking tonight? Let us know in the chat which one you're having while you watch our show tonight. Allan, I'm going to let you go first.
Tonight's beer is called Rainshine, and we're getting a lot of Rainshine here in British Columbia right now. It is a hoppy blonde ale brewed from Daggerrod Brewing in British Columbia. It is brewed with grapefruit peel and citra hops. It comes in at 6%. It's nice and smooth. It's medium weight. It's pretty damn delicious.
Awesome. And it's they're in Burnaby, BC?
Yeah, they're actually from my new job. They're like 5-6 minutes, which is kind of nice. So new breweries in the area.
I believe you sent us a picture through the chain link fence. You're like, hey, I got to check out this brewery.
That was Steamworks.
That was
that's another one.
Yeah.
I went to a Steamworks location with Allan in 2023.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. Blessed with breweries for sure. And that's it. Nicely done. And who are you wearing tonight?
Tonight, I am wearing the Salt Lake City Bees. They had a colossal sale recently, and I managed to pick up 5 hats.
Nice.
I know, a little excessive, but it's a good logo, and they were a really good price. So
yeah, $5. You can't beat that.
Are we gonna see you wear a different Salt Lake Bees hat every week for the next 5 weeks?
I mean, I could do that easily. That should be no problem.
There you go. I just want to see all the variations.
Before we move on, I also want to give acknowledgement to Cowboy Jack. Cowboy Jack, who are you wearing tonight?
Tonight I'm wearing Tom Sandoval in the most extras. I picked this little guy up on a nice little double shot in Omaha, Nebraska over the weekend. Greatest live band that you will ever see in your life. If they come to a market near you, go out of your way to go to a Tom Sandoval in the most extras show. You will not regret it. It's a good time for anyone who loves live music.
Now, Jack, I mean, how is that environment? I imagine they're hanging from the rafters, right?
Dude, stacked nuts to butts hanging from the rafters.
Were you hanging from the rafters yourself?
Brother, I was front and center.
That's right.
Yeah, no. Old Cowboy Jack gets to the show that starts at 9 o'clock. He'll get in line at a good 4:30 in the afternoon. That is not an exaggeration.
That's what's called dedication, sir.
That's dedication.
So were you the nuts or the butts?
Allan, I'll send you a side chat.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, you're up next with an old familiar friend.
Well, I mean, it's an old familiar friend being Radiant Beer California, which is why I'm wearing the shirt tonight. So there is a project going on right now that just started recently called We Love LA. And what it is that it's going to be a beer being made by whatever breweries want to sign up, and they're going to make their own unique beer that could be with this labeling. As you see here, We Love LA. So for Radiant, they did a West Coast IPA coming in at 7.2 using Mosaic, Strata, and what is this? Crush hops? I believe Crush hops. And what's unique though is that all the profits are going to go to the United Way Fund in coordination with the wildfire. And when I looked it up, so I'll read this here, and I'll tell you why I'm reading this. We Love LA is an international collaboration that brings breweries and beer lovers together to raise funds and coordinate support for those impacted by the LA fires. And there's even a QR code on the can if you want to donate. And if you have Instagram, follow We Love LA Beer, or you can find more information at welovelabeer.com. And so it's kind of cool because they made this one where I look like there's another brewery that we like called There Does Not Exist in San Luis Obispo. They made a lager. So every brewery who's involved in this project make their own unique beer. And it's not just Southern California. Within California, there's almost 150 breweries that are making a beer for this project.
Wow.
And even outside of California, there's, I believe, 40 that I've seen so far, including Michael Mondragon, Arizona Wilderness, as a We Love LA beer that's going to be coming out. If it's not already. The target date for these beers coming out is March 6th, I believe. But Radiant had theirs out last Tuesday, so I went ahead and just grabbed it and have it on the show. And it's not just United States project. There's actually 3 breweries in Japan, a brewery in the Philippines, and a brewery in Australia that's also making a We Love LA beer for this project. And this is what we say committed. $200,000 is committed so far because people are projecting what they're going to make off this beer to send to the charity. Like I know a brewery called Constance in LA up front donated $10,000. So on top of it all, it's a great beer as well. So that's why I'm wearing this LA Dodgers hat, Mr. Cowboy Jack Durango was. We love LA. We love it.
We definitely love LA. We have a hard time with the team that's called the Los Angeles Angels.
Yes. I guess.
But
because they play in Anaheim, but this brewery's from Anaheim.
Right. No, it's almost like your reasoning makes no sense at all. Other than you wanted to be part of the winning team for I get it. I get it. Certain people have dedication and grit and they'll stick with it. Phoenix Suns fans, but some people will jump, dude, and it's cool. No judgment from me, brother.
But back to this beer. So it's not just it's not just Los Angeles area beers, Orange County beers. The scale of California could go from Russian River up north, all the way down to Belton Beaver down south, right in between. And this is just a wonderful project to make great beer and make it for a great cause.
Wasn't there another beer that was similar to this where every brewery had they got to brew it? Do you remember that from a couple years ago?
There was a charity beer where everyone, I think, was making it was like one beer, I think, was being made at multiple locations. I don't remember where the charities were off the top of my head, but it was a charity beer.
Yeah.
I have to hashtag this.
Yeah, it just occurred to me that was a similar thing, but that's great.
Yeah, that'll happen occasionally. And I'm like, but this one, I'm like, heck yeah.
So
that's fantastic.
Quick question, Kevin, for us people that aren't in the LA area, or California even, to be able to get instant access to these beers.
Yes.
Do you have a link that you could provide maybe out on the social media of a way that we can just donate from around the world? Because don't forget, we're worldwide, baby.
I know, but as I mentioned, there's a website, welovelabeer.com. You can go there to find more information on there, and there is a link on there to donate directly to the charity that they're going to be benefiting all this money to.
There you go.
Or if you have Instagram, you can find them at We Love LA Beer.
And we will kick out a link directly to a way to donate.
Absolutely.
We'll edit this in post and definitely put that out for everybody.
I was going to cuss out Jackson. We're going to have this in post. Great.
Well, before I do my beer for tonight, I wanted to give a shout out to the Connecticut Tigers, which no longer exist. They're actually, during COVID, they got contracted, and they're now the Norwich Sea Unicorns, which I do have the hat of that as well. And so I'll have to wear that. Maybe I'll wear that next week. But they were supposed to be that in minor league baseball, but it didn't happen. And the MiLB Desert Invitational, which is the college tournament mini tournament that they had last week here in Arizona for college baseball. So, but I wanted to, of course, I want to go with Kevin. Kevin's gifted me all these beers, so I'm going to put it out there. So I looked back, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
So this is the 4th year of this. It's the anniversary beer from Radiant, which I'll tell you about in just a second. But I think that it's only the first one I didn't have. I had the second, the third, and now the 4th.
How did I not give you the first one? Jack got the first one. I remember famously chugged it.
Maybe I did have it then.
In Scottsdale.
Maybe I did have it.
Chugging a 10% beer. I was like, what are you doing, Jack?
Yes, this is all the things.
That was a wild man.
I know.
2 of them in a row.
That was pretty insane. This is all the things we've done. Ready for this? I've never even said this ever. Triple dry hopped, double IPA from Radiant Beer Company, 9% ABV, brewed for Radiant's 4th anniversary. It sports 8 different hops. It has Citra Hyper Boost, Crush with a K, Strata, Simcoe Dyna Boost, Riwaka, and one I have not heard before, Maui Nelson Hop Keef. So 8 different hops. It was absolutely tremendous. And I am so fortunate to have a beer buddy that actually lives in this brewery.
That literally will, like, checked in. I flew on Southwest, and I'm like, great, I can take a bag for free and just shoved a bunch of beers, just protect. I put one of my I put a blanket around it in my little carry-on, so I knew it'd be safe. And I'm like, transport the beer safely.
Yes. Your attention to detail was very much appreciated, and actually, we were rewarded with a Yingling. In our hotel room. We literally went to our refrigerator, and someone had left 2 Yinglings lagers in our.
And hold on, this is where it gets fair. Yingling is not even available in Arizona.
Not even at all.
So meanwhile, I brought beers from California to Arizona. Someone brought Yingling beers from who knows where to Arizona and left it in the hotel room. So
granted,
the Baseball Brew Crew is the winners.
Granted, it might have been in there for years, but we didn't care.
I drank it. You drank half of it. I drank mine. I'm like,
I don't even know. Yeah, it was fantastic.
America's oldest brewery, by the way.
That's right. Well,
just like the Tooth Fairy, if you leave a bottle cap in the fridge there, the Yingling Fairy will show up and pop it in the fridge for you.
100%. Well done. Yes, that was it. So happy birthday to Radian. Well, your birthday's coming up, Kevin, right? It's like your 200th? Your bicentennial is coming up?
I have to cut myself open and count the lines like a tree.
All right. Well, guys, the show starts today with...
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
That's right. We have 2 what happened this week, and it's chock full of goodness. And I want to start with some new minor league baseball looks that were dropped this week, and actually last month, probably 2 months. But I actually threw some other stuff in there too. Let's start with the Toledo Mud Hens, which is already very, very elaborate here. The Mud Hens have been around. I've known about the Mud Hens since one of my favorite shows, at which I'll probably get heat for. I love MASH. MASH is one of my greatest sarcastic wordplay shows ever. Maxwell Klinger, he was from Toledo. Got his sandwiches from Tony Paco's, and yes, there you go. Kevin does a costume change to get in his Toledo Mud Hens gear, and I sent him to Tony Paco's. He went there, also to the Jamie Farr park that's there. But they just came out and dropped some new identities, which I think you guys will get a kick out of. So yes, the Toledo Mud Crawlers. Can anybody speculate what the Toledo Mud Crawlers is all about?
Must be. I have a feeling it has something to do with Jeep culture and the rubber ducks on it, and something to do with that.
Well, you are correct, sir. Yes. The 2025 alternate identity for the Toledo Mud Hens. This brand new limited worn identity pays homage to Toledo's love and more than 80-year history with the Jeep. Oh. It features an off-roading vehicle driven by a 3-fingered waving duck, signature calling cards of Jeep enthusiasts, which I didn't know as well. That's interesting.
I knew about the duck, leaving the duck thing. That's about as far as it went for me.
Yes, and
dude, that has Allan written all over.
Yes, it really does.
I know. I literally am going to spend a whole bunch of your money here, Allan, for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet every one of these is right up his alley.
Yeah.
Yes, and they get better and better, and trust me, it's going to be like going to Costco. You're not going to walk out with under $500 worth of hats. So this team will don the Mud Crawlers name for 6 games this season, including the Toledo Jeep Fest weekend, so which is in August, I believe. So they're really going all in on the Mud Crawlers. Very cool, very cool. Well, another.
I changed the shirt for nothing. Yeah, Mud Crawlers. I saw Mud Hens. I'm like, I gotta run and do a costume change.
Now you're just humble bragging. If you have it, you might have this next one. Yes, it's the Hartford. Okay.
God, seriously.
So
if I can find it.
Goodness gracious! Oh, look, Kevin, your ratings. Whoa. So the Hartford Yard Goats, the Double-A affiliate of the Colorado Rockies, actually will have 2 different identities. So are we going to wait for Kevin, or should I just go?
So Allan, are you familiar with the Hartford Yard Goats?
Oh yeah, very much.
All right. So far, what do we like the best? The duck or the goat?
Well, this is not the alternate identity that's coming, but just in general, the Yard Goats is way better because their color is after the Hartford Whalers.
Yes.
I feel like that's Kevin's
So
microphone.
you prefer the Yard Goats?
Yes.
Okay, Yard.
Kevin's
Yard
costume
Goats.
change didn't go.
That was so much preamble for such a terrible reveal.
Boo.
That's what we like to call the fifth date with Kevin Lyon.
I had all that and I couldn't find it. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Kevin, pay attention. Kevin, pay attention for this one because you're gonna like this one.
All right.
So they have two identities coming for the Hartford Yard Goats. The first one is the Hartford Thunder Chickens. Okay. Can anybody tell me what a Thunder Chicken is and what it's in reference to?
I would guess the 1960s cartoon or 70s cartoon Super Chicken.
You mean this one?
When you find yourself in danger, when you're threatened by a stranger, when it looks like you will take a licking, there is someone waiting who will hurry up and rescue you. Just call for Super Chicken. Fred, if you're afraid, you'll have to overlook it. Besides, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. He will drink his super sauce and throw the bad guys for a loss, and he will bring them in alive and kicking. There is one thing you should learn when there is no one else to turn to. Call for Super Chicken. Call for Super Chicken.
I can't believe you had that ready.
Who are you two, dude?
I swear we did not plan that either. He knew I was going to say that. I'm sure he knew.
Well, Kevin,
Yes, sir.
you are wrong. That is not the reason for it. They're the
Wait a
Thunder
minute.
Chickens, not the Super Chickens.
Thunder Chickens.
The Thunder Chickens is a nickname given to wild turkeys because of their loud gobbling and the sound they make, which can be thunderous and guttural. Connecticut is home to a large and stable population of wild turkeys and estimated 35,000 birds. It's also a nickname for the ruffed grouse, a bird native to Connecticut. So there is more than you needed to know about this identity.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's called hashtag doing the research, boys and girls.
Well, yeah.
That's why you come here, dude. You come here for comprehensive friggin' facts, like Super Chicken commercials and what turkeys sound like.
Well, of course, we have to make mention of Super Chicken. Super Chicken, Kevin, was an animated segment that ran on the animated television series George of the Jungle in 1967. So there you go.
Well, it was the 60s because I saw it in the 80s.
Yes, of course. Again, we could go down the rabbit hole of all of these, but we still have a second identity.
Oh,
There's Super Chicken right there. Oh my gosh.
no,
Kevin,
dude, excuse me. I am not a Thunder Chicken. I am an actual chicken.
Wow.
Well, the second one is the Hartford Leaf Peepers. These identities are getting more and more elaborate, and they're really they're reaching for some of these, but they're so good, and I can't even believe this. The Hartford Leaf Peepers is because 10 million people every year come to New England just to see the leaves change color. So they made an identity around it.
Wow.
And this is what people who like to go and watch leaves change. That's what they call them, is leaf peepers.
Yes. So, I mean, Hartford is actually well known for having a lot of identity. Okay, the Hartford Yard Goats is enough, right? Well, no. These are some of the other identities. We've talked about this one. This is the Bouncing Pickles, which was a law that pickles have to bounce so much.
Sure.
They also have the Los Chivos, which is their Copa de Diversión, the steamed cheeseburgers, the whirlybirds, the river hogs, and yes, the praying mantis. They actually had the Hartford praying mantises, and you can actually look it up, and you can actually buy the hat of the praying mantis.
Oh, don't tell Allan that.
This
Allan just spent $500 right now on this picture.
this sounds like the names I would text to our group chat after a long night with Willie Nelson, dude. Like what?
Or a Tom Sandoval.
Yes.
Take it easy.
Oh man, you might want to. You might have had a couple whirly birds hanging out with.
Take it easy.
Easy.
K-Fizzle.
Gay fizzle.
So the Winston-Salem Dash also came out with an identity. Allan, you seem to know this one. So this is the high A affiliate for the Chicago White Sox, and they are paying homage to the city's legendary roots in stock car racing and its connection to bootlegging during the Prohibition. And again, they're really trying to embrace Chicago here, the Winston-Salem Hooch Pooches. So, and I like hashtag bone dry, which I think is one of your hashtags, Cowboy, right?
You got me, dude. Well done. Yeah, actually, yeah. Way to ruin it. A little spoiler alert for next week's sponsor. The irony of this uniform is that dog is a Boston Terrier.
You're right.
No one likes Boston. Only people in Boston.
I know nobody likes Boston. I didn't say I liked Boston.
Except people in Boston.
It's not a Chicago Terrier. It's a Boston Terrier.
That's a good. What's a Chicago dog? Oh, the Chicago dogs. Like what is a Chicago dog?
The dog you eat, apparently.
Who comes to the mean streets of Chicago, dude?
There is the Chicago dogs, like the actual.
The Chicago dogs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they could have just put a Chicago Dogs logo on their logo.
And done. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, they can actually reach out to me, slide up in my DMs for more genius marketing ideas. The first one's free, the next one's gonna cost you.
The next one, they're going to have to call me. I mean, your agent.
Well, not to be outdone, the Amarillo Sod Poodles also throwing in with the new identities. The Yellow City Pigweeds. Yes, you heard it here first. The Yellow City Pigweeds. Anybody want to make any guess as to where this comes from?
So the tumbleweed is often referred to as pigweed because pigs would be the wild pigs in that area would eat tumbleweeds.
Interesting.
So that no big deal, dude. Yeah.
And anybody else? Or you're saying that's for real?
That's legit.
The javelinas or just real pigs?
No, so there's like a crazy wild pig problem in Texas. They have these giant feral hogs that will eat tumbleweeds, so they call tumbleweeds pigweed.
Okay. That's not what I have on my list, but that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I actually want to hashtag do the research on this.
Yeah, there you go.
Allan, any guess?
No. But how can we top Jack's guess? Why don't you tell us?
That sounds way better than what I have.
What does your research say, Michael Mondragon?
Okay, so what I've been told is that this is the AA affiliate for the Arizona Diamondbacks, by the way.
Yes,
it references the iconic yellow soil and wildflowers that blanket in Amarillo in spring and summer. It also brings attention to the pigweed plant, a distinctive species found in the Texas Panhandle. So if there's a further explanation for this, that's even better. I said I like yours even more because it's such a deeper cut.
Yeah, no, I just verified it. Mine's totally the right one, so no need to check. No need to check any further, guys. I got it, dude.
I can picture. I picture Terry Funk on the Double Cross Ranch chasing pigs around, trying to eat the tumbleweeds he has rolling around on the ranch. Like, get out of here, pig! Pig! You yellow pig!
So you guys want to know something funny? I lived in a suburb of Amarillo, Texas for 2 years. In a job site trailer, where I met Terry Funk and had coffee with him in Amarillo.
Were you in Canyon, Texas?
I was just outside of Canyon, Texas in it's called Hartford. It's a feedlot town, and my father was building the feedlot. But yeah, so I absolutely should have known that, and I just BS my way through it.
But your answer sounded very
your answer
sounds super confusing, just like hashtag facts, dude.
It made sense to me.
I knew that you would come in with the real answer.
Okay,
I was just swinging for the fences.
You did.
That would have been a home run.
You had me convinced. Well, Amarillo is actually pretty famous for some of their monikers that they've come up with. in 2023, I believe it is, they came up with this one, which I think that you will get a kick out of. That's right. The Sod Poodles for 6 game became the Amarillo calf fries. Can anybody estimate what a calf fry is? That's CALFFRIES, calf fries. Anybody guess now?
Do they fry a whole calf?
Not correct. Not correct.
Oh man,
Kevin,
Okay.
do you have a guess?
I don't yet.
All right.
Because I don't understand why a fully dressed calf. Why would we throw him in a pot of boiling water?
All right.
Because I don't see unless he's getting a bath. Maybe he's getting a bath.
Okay.
water?
Would you like to know?
Yes, please.
Calf fries, aka Rocky Mountain oysters, are
Nice.
they're deep fried bull testicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Also known as Cowboy oysters, prairie oysters, and Rocky Mountain oysters. The delicacy was served during game nights in 2023. I actually had Colorado Rockies version of that at the MLB Food Fest. Yes, Kevin.
So did I.
Yes.
I
Yes.
did-
When
I did
you
that.
were at Coors Field, right?
No. The same food fest you went to.
Did you go afterwards? Or you didn't
Yes.
go with me.
I didn't
You
go
went
with you.
afterwards.
No, I
Got it. Yes.
I didn't. You went. Hashtag do the research. Go through our archives. Usually, Michael tried all. Was it 30?
All 30. Yes, all 30.
I think he tried all 30 items. Each LB team served an item. And I was like, "There's no way." I got I don't remember what I got. I got A or something like that. But
Right.
I did have to get the Rocky Mountain oysters and the what do they call the crickets in Seattle?
Was
Chapulines?
it? Yeah,
The
Chapulines.
Chapulines. Yes, the Chapulines. I had to get those two for sure.
Yes, those are actually really good too. But yes, so the calf fries is an identity. Now you got to look up this, right, Allan? It's did I spend some more money for you? I love both of these, and
Those are
because no
great.
one will get it.
No one's gonna know what that is. I say, "What's a calf fry?" I'm like, "It's bull testicles."
it
And
is.
then now just end the conversation.
I love it. I love it. All right, so.
Yeah.
This is yet another one. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, the AAA affiliate, will celebrate the city's historic East Side neighborhood. The Honey Dripper, a delicious frozen treat in a variety of flavors, while often including fresh fruit, is a summer tradition that goes by different names across many locales in the American South. And then also the Honey Dripper moniker can also be traced to Jacksonville, is one of Northeast Florida's many illustrious symbols of home, including the city's out east neighborhood. Is this another one that you're going to get, Allan?
That one is a for sure because that's just a party hat.
Yes.
For sure.
It's a good pinwheel. Like it's such a good looking pinwheel.
Yes. And one of the things that I also admire about this too, it's actually pretty hard to achieve the colors that they get out of these to be accurate and being as fluorescent as they are. So just even that alone, I mean, like this orange is pretty tough too, but it's like pink and yellow and that blue is like really amazing. Jack, this is something I could see you wearing to Tom Sandoval.
I could rock a Honey Drippers hat, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I could do the shirt. The logo makes me feel like it's the name of a minor league team from a movie, but the team is like made up of a ragtag failing strip club. But like they're like the little engine that could, like they got it done, those girls. But no, the logo's dope, dude. I dig that. No, I'm down with that one. That's probably top of the list so far.
That's a good hat.
Yes. All right.
I just got
Our next identity is not a major league identity, but it bears some recognition here. This is the Mississippi Mud Monsters that are based in Pearl, Mississippi. The team competes in the Frontier League as a member of the West Division in the Midwest Conference, and will begin to play as an expansion team starting this year. So Mississippi Mud Monsters, awesome, right? So guess what the other names were for that fans wanted for this team?
Hold on, let me guess.
Sure.
A baseball fan from Mississippi. I would say my cousin.
The Mississippi My Cousins.
Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
Mississippi moonshine. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
I'd dig a moonshiner, dude. That'd be dope.
You actually are closer than you know. So Mud Monsters beat out the Mississippi Grits
Oh, okay.
and the Mississippi Soul Shakers.
Soul
I dig.
Shakers.
I'd
Come
go
on,
with
you
Mud
got some get some
Monsters.
blues in there because Mississippi's known for the blues.
That's
Down in
it.
Oxford, Mississippi. But I have no Pearl, Mississippi. I have no idea where that is.
I that's where I believe where the Mississippi
Is that where the Mississippi Braves were? That makes sense.
So
I'll
okay,
actually
so
research.
the 2025 season will see the debut of two new clubs, the Columbus Clingstones, which are AA for the Braves. I believe that's what took over for the Mississippi Braves.
Is that Columbus, Georgia?
I believe so.
Okay.
And the Hub City Spartanburgers, which is High A Rangers.
We talked about that. I
Yep.
mentioned that team coming up. They're in it's Greenville. Oh,
Right.
sorry, Spartanburg. Sorry, Spartanburg. That's why the Spartanburgers.
So Columbus will replace Atlanta's current Southern League affiliate, the Mississippi Braves, in Pearl, Mississippi, while the Hub City, aka Spartanburg, South Carolina, will replace the Texas current Low A affiliate, the Down East Wood Ducks in
Oh, that's
Kingston, North Carolina.
Yeah, Kings has had a lot of teams over the years too. Like legit, they've had minor league teams for like decades off and on.
Yeah, so the Clingstones are with the Braves, they're AA. The Down East Bird Dogs. So this is very interesting. It's actually paying homage, if you will, to the other team. As you can see, they took out the Wood Ducks, so
Wow,
they actually made an affiliate out of it. Can you imagine?
We literally have
violent imagery. No, it's very
yes.
I'm like, oh,
So-
okay.
So they're independent. They're in the Frontier League. The Oklahoma City Comets are what the Oklahoma City Dodgers were. So they're AAA in Pacific Coast. And the Knox, they used to be the Tennessee Smokies, but now they're the Knoxville Smokies.
I like the Smokies.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Bird Dogs logo is something that you would get airbrushed on an oversized T-shirt at a flea market. Like, do better, dude. Do better.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Is Knoxville AA for the Cubs or the AAA? It's AA, right?
AA, yeah, in the Southern League.
Gotcha.
Oh man, I got to get a Smokies hat. That's
Yeah,
super-
because you see, there's the bear. There's that Cub.
yeah.
They're
No.
a pretty big Cub, though.
The reason I wanted it was because of the bear with the red behind it. I was like, it's like the
Yeah, it's a good
Cubbies,
look.
dude. Yeah, I
Yeah.
dig it. I'm
Super
gonna order
cool.
one up, dude. We got a winner for the night so far.
And hey,
Yes.
for those baseball fans, if you want to see the Knoxville Smokies, you should look out for the Major League Baseball games happening in Bristol, Tennessee this year at the racetrack. That's
that's
going to
right.
be happening in, I believe, June. They're doing at the actual racetrack coming up, I
Yes.
believe, in June.
That's going to be a wild one. That's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, guys, let's go to part 2 of.
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
That's right. Part 2
There's
coming up
more.
right now. And we had something that actually when it was first announced, like we're just like, oh, well, like I'm surprised that didn't happen sooner. And we actually kind of reminisced about it, that there was another team that did this too. And that's right. The Yankees announced changes to the team's long-standing facial hair policy. The first thought that came into my mind was this.
Mattingly, get rid of those sideburns.
What sideburns?
You heard me, hippie. Mattingly, for the last time, get rid of those sideburns.
Look, Mr. Burns, I don't know what you think sideburns are, but...
Don't argue with me, just get rid of them. Mattingly, I thought I told you to trim those sideburns. Go home. You're off the team for good.
Fine. Still like him better than Steinbrenner.
Yes. Speaking of Steinbrenner, it was actually Hal Steinbrenner enforcing what his father had started, the facial hair policy that the Yankees always had. And it was, as we saw before in the pictures before, players would come over from other teams and they would look like completely different players after having to go to the Yankees. We actually have some other examples of this as well. Kevin, like, what do you remember about all
I
these
know.
Yankees?
See, that's what I'm going. I remember seeing Reggie having the stash. You saw there Madley had the stash. But now I guess that's okay. But they just need, was it nicely, how'd they phrase it exactly? Like nicely trimmed beards? Is that how they neatly trimmed beards? Something like that is what they're saying is allowed now.
Yes.
You have that there?
In recent weeks, I have spoken to a large number of former and current Yankees spanning several eras to elicit their perspectives on the long-standing facial hair and grooming policy, and I appreciate their earnest and varied feedback. These most recent conversations are an extension of an ongoing internal dialogue that dates back several years. Ultimately, the final decision rests with me, and after great consideration, we will be amending our expectations to allow our players and uniform personnel to have well-groomed beards. Moving forward, it is an appropriate time to move beyond the former policy. Now, there's a lot of things going on in this world, and
this is something that's happening.
This shot to the beginning. So let's get this going.
In an office full of people run by an organization that charges $50 for 2 beers and 2 hot dogs at one of their games that people have to take out sketchy payday loans to buy tickets to. I'm glad that they're really thinking about their fans and you know what, dude? It's about time some guys had some sweet facial hair, huh?
So, Cowboy Jack, you're aware of who started this policy, right? One of your favorite people in baseball. That would be
George Steinbrenner.
So, in 1976, he banned players from wearing long hair, having sideburns, and beards. During an interview, he said that he didn't have anything against long hair, but wanted to instill a, quote, certain sense of order and discipline in the ball club. He also said, I like to see a player look neat. So apparently Reggie's mustache was neat because he let that slide and Madley had it, And he even said they can joke about it as long as they do it. If they don't do it, we'll try to find a way to accommodate them somewhere else.
Allan, could you play for the Yankees? You have to trim it up a little bit?
God, no. I mean, who are we kidding? I'd sell my soul.
So let me add a couple of things here. Apparently, pitcher Brian Wilson was getting ready was going to be going to the Yankees, and he got ruled out because he was known for his long beard. But as you saw in that clip, Don Mattingly was actually benched in 1991 for not cutting his hair. So I'd have to see when the time frame is of that clip compared to when he got benched for not cutting his hair. It might be a great coincidence, or it's something they tied in the show purposely.
It's
really
pretty.
Fun fact.
It would be pretty close. I would imagine.
Yes, it absolutely would be.
That's amazing.
But what's weird though is there's other teams that did it. Like the Cincinnati Reds for a long time didn't allow it. The Miami Marlins didn't allow it for a while, and I had my notes here, and I can't find my notes. Of course, I'm like, where's my notes about this? But the Reds didn't allow it for a good number of years. You would think under Marge Shot, but Jack, it wasn't just under Marge Shot. I think it was pre-Marge Shot. It went on during Marge Shot, but and the Marlins for a while wasn't allowing either. Who knows if Derek Jeter's involved in that or why it's now gone?
And funny, who managed the Miami Marlins? Don Mattingly.
There you go.
Wonder if it was
the Reds banned facial hair starting in 1969, and they lifted the policy in 1999. The Marlins in 2016 had a policy of banning facial hair before they softened up the next year and allowing as long as it looked neat. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
And if you remember, when Randy Johnson went to the Yankees, he had arguably one of his worst years. The mullet gone and the mustache, he just doesn't look like the same player. He looks happy there. I'm sure the money was good, but
you could pay 10,000 of the world's top artists to draw a picture of a hillbilly truck driver, and nobody could encapsulate what a hillbilly trucker looks like more than Randy Johnson in his prime, dude. Check brother out. Doesn't that, when you look at that, do you just hear, now come on, man, don't give me that hip toss. My back's a little sore. Take it easy on the bumps tonight, kid.
I told you, one bump. I'm honky tonk man. One bump.
One. You guys got one bump?
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, so Johnny Damon famously, after he won that title in 2004, went to the Yankees as well. He looks like a totally different person.
Dude, he went from being a stud to looking like an elvish character. From what?
Yeah.
Is he tattoo from Fantasy Island?
There you go. There it was. I knew there was something there, dude.
He's rubbing his chin, and you know what he's saying? Hey, what happened?
No, how about this? He went up to George Steinbrenner or one of the Steinbrenners and goes, "I'll take that contract, boss."
There you go.
That's another deep cut.
Talk about the bond we compared to George Steinbrenner tonight. Thank you very much.
Another one, is it Jason Giambi?
Yeah.
Yep. Another one looks totally different.
My God, he looks like Tim Heidecker.
Look how
Is that Tim from Tim and Eric?
It does. It looks like it, totally.
He's so coked out. They got good coke in New York, apparently.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Still allegedly in there.
That's what I forgot that Andrew McCutchen, former MVP, played for the Yankees for just a little bit. He's actually back in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, back in Pittsburgh, yeah. And you see the effect of look how much mass he lost just from shaving his facial hair.
Yes. Garrett Cole.
So they let him go with the perm mullet, but not the scruffy beard. Dude?
Yep.
You can tell they're getting a little lax here. I think this was probably like COVID years.
Can you imagine how much hair is hiding under his hat?
Somebody
hide the hair under the hat, brother.
Somebody let him do that to his hair, bro.
Yes.
Like,
I know.
That's when you got too much money and you surround yourself with yes men. When you have a stupid idea and nobody's around to be like, dude, you're gonna look like a dork.
And somebody let him wear that tie under those pinstripes. Oh my!
The one on the left covers first base. The one on the right doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. The one on the left covers first base. The one on the right, girls cover their drinks when he walks into the park.
The jokes write themselves. Well, speaking of the Reds, we were saying that we actually have Greg Vaughn to thank for lifting this.
Oh, wow.
In 1999, Vaughn's arrival in Cincinnati caused a bit of a controversy with club ownership as he refused
Would that
to
have been one
shave.
shot? Do we know?
He refused to shave the goatee to comply with Reds' policy of no facial hair. Fans urged owner Marge Shaw to lift the long-standing policy that had been in place since 1967, which she eventually did.
Marge shot, finally.
And I believe that he was coming off like a 50 home run season.
Yeah, in 98, he was like the guy everyone forgets about who somehow out of nowhere hit a ton of home runs. He was always a home run hitter, but he had like 50 in the 50s with the Padres, I want to say.
Padres, I'll tell you, because he was teammates with Ken Caminiti.
Yes.
Who famously was a big advocate of steroids.
Yes.
Dude, you know how I feel about it. Shoot him up, bro. Like, let's play.
Exactly. You know what? I know you're
like,
right with that.
Okay, a professional athlete, look at their career span. They're already going to just completely destroy their body. Like, let's up the ratings a little bit. Like, spike up, fellas. Let's go. I want to see some home runs. I want to see some tackles that cut someone in half. What are we doing, dude? we're like, oh no, we can let guys grow their beard out now. Yay, we're great. No, shoot them up and let's rock and roll, dude. Call to greatness.
I will say this, that era of baseball was one of the most exciting eras of baseball ever. There was
if you forgot about Greg Vaughn being a 50 home run hitter in 1998. He was probably the third best home run hitter in 98.
The two times that professional wrestling has been an absolute pop culture phenomenon, guys were juiced to the gills, dude. Okay? Steroids equal ratings.
Yep.
All I'm saying.
You mean now.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen,
you're in the 80s and 90s, not now, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this podcast is brought to you by Cowboy Jack's Testo Zimpic.
Good plug, Cowboy Jack. Check for you.
With double side effects. Yes. Love it.
Excuse me. Potential.
Oh, potential. Sorry. Well, of course, everybody's jumping on the facial bandwagon. The aforementioned Hartford Yard Goats also. Aaron Judge with the facial hair. They'll be okay with it.
Him. I wouldn't even know that was him. Like that looks that. Gosh, I mean, I think Jack's agent need to get a Get in touch with this guy.
Man, Judge went from heartthrob to this real fast. That's not good.
Yeah.
He looks like an actual goat, dude. Like,
Yeah. I might see it raining next time I go over there, getting a beer.
Well, also, another team is weighing in on it. Yes, it's the Mississippi Mud Monsters who have a facial hair policy. And I'd like to read it. As the Mississippi Mud Monsters take the field for our inaugural season, we're not here to ban beards or regulate mustaches. We're here to play ball, whether it's a fearsome goatee, a wild beard, or a smooth shave. Every player writes their own history or their own story. Baseball is about grit, character, and tradition. Some teams believe tradition means strict rules and bare faces. We disagree. The game's greatest legends didn't hide their whiskers, and neither will we. While others stick to outdated rules, we believe baseball is a better with a little fuzz and a little extra fuzz. We welcome the monster era where mud is deep, the lights are bright, and the whiskers are always welcome. So perfect way to end this week. And in solidarity with Cowboy Jack and Allan, Kevin, we will have beards next week. Somehow we're going to make that happen.
Okay.
Well, you're closer than I am. You got at least a little scruff. I couldn't grow a beard if I wanted to.
I
But
I'm like, nope.
I shaved yesterday.
I
was going to say, is it hard to grow a beard? Because I've never tried. Literally, never tried.
It's not. I mean, it's just trimming it up frequently, and it grows pretty fast.
Yeah.
No, I only grow up like a creepy mustache. That's all I can grow.
shocking, dude. Shocking.
Yeah, exactly.
Shocking. The guy that looks like Steve Buscemi can only grow a weird predator pervert mustache, dude. All right.
That's right. I'm going to look like some weird Mr. Pink.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's get the leaf peepers and then yes, and then have like the creepy mustache. Hey, there you go. There's your voyeur look.
With a button-up Hawaiian shirt, unbuttoned, with a wife beater underneath it, dude.
I'm ready. I will have that
like
look.
khaki Docker shorts with the pot. Like,
when do you want me to have that look, Jack? I can order
it's
that
in your
out.
closet and you know it, dude.
I don't have the hat. I have to get the hat.
That's what you wear to the public libraries on Saturday mornings, you weirdo.
Excuse me, that's Sunday mornings, not Saturdays.
Whatever. If you watch 70s sitcoms, whatever happened to the flasher? Like where guys would just have they just go and flash. That used to be a big thing in the 70s.
Cell phones, bro. Now guys in the picture.
Got it.
Now kids they don't even have to put on a trench coat and be a weirdo anymore, dude. They can do it from a Circle K bathroom.
You know, as we saw that gentleman say, "Hey, what happened?"
Hey, what happened? Well, if you like this kind of content, the voyeuristic content, a little controversial at times, you'll love our X account. You'll love our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok's accounts. Guys, where will you be this week? Where will you be next week? Where will you be this weekend?
Well, I think I'm going to the 15-day DL with a side split after tonight's episode.
Oh,
So-
no. Oh, no.
I got to pull another Kansas City tour, and hopefully it's my last one. And there's rumor, gentlemen, that I will be visiting a certain museum in Kansas City. Very, very soon.
Nice. Good. That's good. And we definitely, hopefully, we'll have some reports from there. I'd love to see that for sure.
Absolutely.
Kevin.
Unfortunately, this is the weekend where I'm going to be laying low and doing nothing.
All right.
I know, funny, but even a century-old man needs his rest once in a while.
Yeah, no unsolved murders this week in Anaheim. All right.
Your secret is safe with us.
Oh, and everyone watching. Oh, wait. Oh,
Wink.
We're recording.
Wink, wink. All right. For Cowboy Jack Durango, for Kevin Lyon, for Allan Jepsen, my name is Michael Mondragon. We'll see you next week with another Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Thanks for joining, everyone. Good night.